Happy Friday, Medina City Schools. This is Superintendent Sable with another edition of the Superintendent's Desk. Today I have three main topics that I want to share with you. The first is a program that we participated in with our staff on Thursday afternoon called A View from the Bridge. The second is I'd like to provide you an update on the property swap. I know it's been in the media quite a bit, especially with the potential of the house being a historical site. And the third topic I'd like to talk about is vaping in our schools and the vaping epidemic across the county. View from the Bridge is a free program. It's actually a pilot program provided by the federal mediators. I first learned about it in Columbus at an OSBA conference towards the beginning of this school year. And as soon as I saw it, it seemed like something that could be really beneficial to Medina City schools. What View from the Bridge is it's an opportunity to bring all different corners of the school district together in order to have conversation about what our goals and what our focuses are. We currently have three different associations in our district, which includes our teachers, our classified staff, and our school psychologists. We as administrators work with all those groups quite a bit. However, we don't get to have a lot of collaboration between the groups or between the leadership of the groups. So what View from the Bridge did is it pulled all those essential groups together, all that leadership, including 4 of our board members who participated, and we spent time talking about what our goals are as a district. The intent is to improve relations between staff and also create some common direction, ideas, and goals as we head into negotiations. It's very clear from going through this process, which I thought it was very successful, that all of our staff's focus really is our students, and that we are all dedicated to keeping that as a focus as we move forward, whether it's in making decisions about redistricting, whether it's negotiations, whether it's decisions about curriculum. Our students are at the heart of what we do. Part of providing students with the best academics is making sure that we're taking care of all the people that are working with our kids on a daily basis. So the View from the Bridge program on Thursday was a very positive step in that direction. I think we're already doing a lot of great things as a school district, and we're going to keep adding stuff like this to make us even better. I'll probably be providing you as well as the staff with more information regarding the View from the Bridge program. I think it's important that we continue these kind of opportunities. One piece that I felt was missing from the View from the Bridge was the community piece. We did hold the View from the Bridge program as a special board meeting because we had 4 board members there. Unfortunately, we didn't have any community members come, and I have to admit we didn't really advertise it. I think if we do this again, though, it'd be really good to have that additional perspective from the community, so we're really covering all parts of our district and all parts of our kids. One thing that's really impressive to me from the View from the Bridge program is just the strong realization how important our work is as educators, and that means everybody within this school district, to help prepare our students for the future. And again, the dedication is just absolutely outstanding, and you don't see that everywhere. So it's something I'm very proud of being here in Medina City Schools. The next item is the property swap. I just want you to know that that is proceeding. Our board actually took action at our last meeting to purchase the property. We do have keys to the house that's on the property, and we officially own it. At this point, we're working with the city in order to do the actual property swap for the Bowman house, which is located over by Reagan Park and provides services for special needs students. For the most part, it provides them with life skills so that they can leave Medina City Schools and be successful in their lives. At this point, the city needs to take some action. I know they're working through some of their city committees in order to complete the land swap. Once the city makes those approvals, we'll have a recommendation for our Board of Education. I anticipate that the actual land swap will take place at our regular April meeting, so in approximately another month or so. The big topic about the property transfer, which has really been catching attention, is the historical value of the house that's currently on that property. When we began this land swap process, we as a district, and I think the city as well, we were not aware of any historical value within that house. It is a very old house, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it contains historical value. Once that was brought to our attention by a community member, we immediately took action and we're looking into the property, looking into the house to see what kind of historical value really is there in the house, as well as what kind of shape the house is in terms of the possibility of moving it. We do have a community member that may be interested in moving that property, and they're exploring that right now. Part of the agreement with the land swap was that the district would demolish that house. We're willing to put that demolition on hold to make sure we put in the adequate time to look at the value of that house and if it's worth moving that property. And we'll provide you more information once we know. None of us are historians, so we're looking to outside sources to help us look at that, as well as the cost of potentially moving that house. The last thing I wanted to mention is the vaping epidemic. And I don't know how aware all of our parents are of this, but I'm going to say across the county, because I met with the other superintendents, I think it's really across the country. Vaping amongst teenagers has really become a serious issue and concern. And we are experiencing this here at Medina City Schools, at our high school as well as at our elementary buildings. The dangers of vaping, I think, are often overlooked. I hear comments from people that, well, it's not smoking, it's safer than smoking. It's an addiction. It's an addiction to nicotine. Nicotine is one of the hardest addictions to fight and to be free of. So to see our young people in a position where they're addicted to the nicotine in these vapes or any other products such as THC, marijuana laced in these vapes, is a major concern. We had discussion at a superintendents meeting just last week in regards to the vaping epidemic, and we are going to look at tackling this as a county. Again, this is not unique to Medina City Schools. We were fortunate to have Judge Dunn, our juvenile court judge, join us at our superintendents meeting, and he is going to take a proactive role from the stance of the legal side in terms of trying to get control of this vaping epidemic. Meanwhile, us as a school district, we're in the process of looking at various programs that we can bring in to provide support for students. Obviously, there's consequences for vaping in school. It's not permitted, it's not allowed. It can result into a suspension, to an expulsion, but our real goal is to try and help our students. We do have programming in place to work with students when they are addicted to these types of substances, and we're going to continue to refer students, if we catch them, to those programs. We feel like we need to do more. We're looking at other potential programming that we can bring in, not only to educate our students, but to help our students that are currently fighting the problem. I really encourage you as parents to discuss this topic with your students. There's a false belief that vaping is safe, and it's not. I charge you to do the research. Wet lung is one disease that you can get from vaping, and that's just one example. So the discussion with parents and students needs to be a priority. We're not going to permit it in our schools. We are going to work to provide support for our students, and I ask you for your help and your diligence in tackling this problem. I'd invite you onto the square over the course of the next several weeks. We had the grand opening of the Art on the Square last Saturday afternoon. I had the opportunity to walk around the square with my wife and visit lots of the businesses and see our students work. It's absolutely outstanding. It's supposed to get a little warmer this weekend, so take advantage of that. Also, I can't believe we're a week away from spring break. So I hope everybody gets a chance to get away and take a deep breath and enjoy hopefully some warm weather, if not here, then somewhere else. Don't forget to turn those clocks back up, spring forward this weekend. Wish everybody a great weekend, and reach out to me at any time if you have any questions, concerns, or just want to talk. Thank you.